this is techyjess coming at you with my 28th Q&A. Holy balls! And first off, I wanted to address my last video I just posted. So if you haven't checked that out, there's going to be a link, boop, boop, in a corner somewhere. You can go check that out and it will just open another window and you can watch it later if you want. But pretty much that video was talking about the new Apple lineup and what has been released at WWDC. And a lot of people were commenting, and they seem like I'm threatening them or something, that I disapprove of what they choose to use as their computer. I wasn't, guys. I was giving my own opinion, so don't freak out. Just try and just watch the video and listen to what I have to say. It's just an opinion video. Nothing against you guys. Jeez. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, and just because I use something different in my tech universe doesn't mean you have to use the same thing. Yeah, like I'm totally cool with you guys. It's okay. I'm petting the camera, which is your face. But let's get started and moving on to question number 1. I'm currently using a Sony NEX5. The Sony NEX5N has now been released and it's been out for a little while, and it is a little bit better than the camera I am using right now. But you let me know about the camera quality. I have new lighting, which I will be doing a video on soon for you guys. It's a DIY lighting kit, and let me know what you guys think about the lighting down below, if you like it or not. No harm in commenting more than once. I am totally okay with that. I do not have the Kryptonite Beats for sale. I have pink studios, red mixers, blue mixers, black mix master mics. I also have black and yellow solo HD still. I have more coming too that I have ordered with the money from the people that bought these headphones. So if you're one of those people, thank you, I love your face, because now I have more content and more stuff to review for you guys. So yeah, and that's coming soon. And yeah, moving on. If you want a pair, let me know. I don't know the answer to this question. I've just never had a passport. I've never needed one. I've never gone anywhere. Everywhere I've gone has been in Canada, so yeah, I need one. Thank you for pointing that out. Totally the cat meow after my name. Not that big of a fan of ketchup by itself. My favorite puddings would have to be vanilla and chocolate. Neither or is better, guys. Everybody has their own preference. I use a PS3, but I did have an Xbox 360 before, and I gamed on that regularly. I prefer the Xbox 360 for gaming. I don't think that gaming is bad on the PS3 by any means. I do have some games. I have Call of Duty games, I have Blur, I play a couple games on the PS3, but I'm not a big gamer, and the PS3 offers Blu-ray, so I prefer the PS3 because if I want to play a game, I can, and most of the games I do like are compatible with the PS3, and if not, I can use it as a media center. So that is my personal preference, but I do like both systems, and I have used both. And I think everybody is entitled to use both. But personally, if you are a really big gamer, I would suggest getting both, because there are some releases that only come out on Xbox and some releases that only come out on PS3. And if you are totally interested in playing everything, you have to have both systems. And a Wii. In every video from now on, there's going to be a little link. You guys know how I have all my links. At the end is my seller for my hats if you are interested. But just be aware, as soon as you buy one hat or one grouping of hats, it'll be an addiction. It has been for me. They're just so cheap and you can get so many of them, and there's so many choices, and but if you are interested in picking up a hat like this one or some of the other ones that I have had in my videos, the link is there for y'all. From what I know of, no, and I would not put it past them to not create one. Just because they are huge, so it would be really hard to ship them to Canada or US or anywhere for that matter. And also, it's just not something I can see them doing. They're not small enough to reproduce, so I don't think that's ever going to happen. If it does, I will look into it, but I highly doubt it. This is a question I was hoping I was never going to get, because I don't know the answer to this question. I don't hate One Direction. I think that it's great that there is a boy band out. I mean, I grew up in the 90s. I'm a 90s child. I was born in 1990 to be exact, and boy bands and girl bands like Spice Girls were a huge part of my childhood, and I think that it's awesome that boy bands might be coming back. Maybe, because I would like the youth of today to experience the whole thing I went through, and if they don't, that's fine. They'll just have Bieber to look back on, but I would prefer for them to have boy bands. I think that would just, I don't know. I'm not saying that they need boy bands to be human and to grow up and be human beings, but I don't know. It was a huge part of my childhood, and it's an innocent part, I think. To answer your question, I don't hate them and I don't like them. It's neutral. The One Direction car is in neutral. Hey, techyjess, can you read this? Say hey. I didn't take this rudely, and yes, one day I will want my own place, but as of now, I am a full-time student. It is just summertime right now. Thank the freaking upper clouds, because I was at a point where I was like, this is getting serious, dude, I need a break. It's getting stressful. But yeah, I have 2 more years left. I am in a bachelor degree program of the arts. It's a quite high-end program, and it puts me through the ringer every year. So hopefully I can get through my 3rd and then my 4th, and then I'm done. Phew, it's gonna be a lot. And my tuition's really high too, so hopefully I will get through it and be able to get loans and stuff to get through school. But yeah, that's pretty much why I live at home. I'm fortunate enough to have my dad and my family live so close to the school that I go to, because all my friends have commuted and it's really rough on them. They have to pay a lot of money to live here. My town is not a cheap place to live, so they're paying anywhere from $500 to like $700 a month in rent, and we're students. Most of them don't have jobs, so it's rough. But yes, I do plan on moving out one day. My cheapest beats I've ever purchased were probably the Solos, because I don't know why they're the cheapest. I guess because they're the smallest maybe, but the in-ears would be the cheapest for sure. I'm not a big fan of the fake in-ears. I just don't feel like they have better sound or good enough sound to compare with the over-ears, and they are not much more expensive to get the over-ears, so that's my personal preference just there. But yes, I know that the cheapest on-ear or over-ear ones are the new mini Solos, and they aren't that great quality. That's why they're so cheap. But anyway, yeah, the Solo HDs were the cheapest ones I think I've ever purchased. Oh, Joe. Schmack. Aw, thank you. It makes me happy that I make you smile. Shows from the 90s would be Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Pokemon, what else? A lot of shows, guys. There's a lot. Rugrats, That's So Raven. There's tons. Power Rangers, awesome. Transformers, Dragon Ball Z. Oh my god, okay, we can't get started going down this road. But yes, a lot of shows made me smile in the 90s. My laptop I currently have is the base model 13-inch MacBook Air, but my brother's gonna take that on soon, and then I'm gonna get an iMac, hopefully, fingers crossed, with the money I get from it. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have going on for my MacBook Air, and for the specs for my Hackintosh, yeah. My grade 8 graduation was very complicated, mostly because graduation for a girl, your mom is very greatly involved, and my mom had like literally just died 6 months earlier from graduation, so it was really, really rough on me, and I got through it. My dad really helped like a lot. He did all of the things moms are supposed to do, so I love him for that, and today is Father's Day, so I love you, Daddy. I will always love you. Mwah, 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 kisses. But yeah, it was interesting. I mean, I had just broken up with my boyfriend I had for 3 years and decided to be a little a rebel, I guess you could say, or there's other words I won't mention. And I asked out another boy, and he said yes, and we went to prom together. So that was like literally a week from each other that happened. I went with 2 of my really good friends. We got all dressed up and everything. They actually took me out. Their moms took me out and got my nails done, my hair done. Everything was done, and I was quite feminine. I know, right? I wore a blue dress, and I had my hair all done. I had it like in like an updo thing, and yeah, that was quite interesting. There were a lot of sparkles and makeup and such. But yeah, that's an interesting question. Thanks for that question. I have never received one like that before. Hopefully all of your grade 8 graduations are going smoothly, or they have gone smoothly. And yeah, moving on to better things such as high schools and such. So that about sums up my 28th Q&A, guys. Don't forget to smack that like button, comment down below with a question that will be possibly, most likely, put in next week's Q&A. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'm assuming you have. I don't see why you wouldn't have if you're watching this. But anyways, guys, until next time, beep-a-double-dooba-dubba, punch the camera. Toodles. This is techyjess coming at you with my 27th Q&A. So without further ado, guys, let's get started.